Hi, my name is Johnny Lopez. This is a class project for CNI 4433, Dr. Lee's class at the University of Texas at San Antonio. My topic today, the objective that I'm covering through our Texas College and Career Readiness Standards is number 9, communication and representation. Section A, it's language, terms, and symbols. Number 3, the use of mathematics and language for reasoning, problem solving, making connection, and generalizing. My topic I chose was Mesoamerican Math. The reason why I chose that is because I wanted to forge a sense of belonging to some of the students using history of math. Mesoamerican Math is a math from back in about 1600 years before Christopher Columbus arrived in the United States. It's significant because it's about 800 years before Plato or Aristotle did any math. So here's the way math was done in Mesoamerica. Mesoamerica is considered the southern half of North America going all the way down to Central America and a tiny piece of South America, if you can picture that. But Mesoamerican Math uses the visual number system, which is a base 20 system. What we mean by base 20 is right now currently we use a 10 base system, which when we say 65, you get 6 10s and 5 units. But for the base 20, you would use only 3 20s and 5 units. And I'll go over that later during the teaching. The way the symbols are read, a shell represents 0, a dot represents 1, and a line represents 5. So if you look at the number system here, you have 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 10, 15, 16, 17, 18, and 19. And the way it was written, at the time they used a system similar to this, which to represent 20, you put a dot in the 20 places or in the 20 slot and 0 in the units. So it'd be 1 dot representing 120 and 0 in the units. And everything is based by 20. So you got 20, 20 times 20 is 400, 400 times 400 is 8,000. So this, where 3 dots in a 20 would represent 60 plus 5. This is where you get 65. And here, the way we do it now, it's 6 times 10 plus 5 plus 5 equals 65. That's the way we do it here. This is the way they did it back in the day, which is a pretty sophisticated system if you think about it. It was about 38,000 years ago. Now, to figure out this, it's 2 400s, which that is 800, 0 in the 20s, and 5, 6. So the 806 for this section. Now, if you move on to this, I'll give you a few seconds to look at it. You got 1 in the 8,000, it's 5, 6, 7 in the 400s, and 5, 6, 7, 8 in the 20s, and 11 in the units place. And if you worked it out, you should come up with 10,971. So it's 8,000, and this is 7 times 400, then 100, because 20 times 5, 60, plus the 11, which is 971, or 10,971. Same here. Here we got 5. 5 times 8,000 is 4,000. 0 in the 400s. Here's each line in this section would represent 100 since you have 20 at 5 times, so it's 5, or 100, 2, 3, and 20, plus the units, which is 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and you should come out with 4,329. Now, if we move down to this side, we'll be able to practice some numbers that I gave you, and go ahead and write these out and practice and see how you would come up with it. Now that you have practiced that, what we're going to do now is the addition, how math or how addition was done back then. So what you do is set up the same table, and you would do your 414 and your plus the 440 plus the 47, however you want to do it. So we'll just keep it the way it's written out. So we have 7 in the units and 40. So this would represent 47. We got 414, so we have 1, 400, 0 in the 20s, and 14 in the units. So there's 10, 11, 12, 13, and 14. Now, the way it was added, we just add across, and it'll be 400. 0 plus 2 is 2. Then here you got 5, 10, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21. So here is 1, 2, 3, 4, and 21. And here we just simplify, which is the 400. Now we're going to carry up a line to represent the 20. And here it'll be 21, so it'll be just 1. And if you added it, it'll be 400, 20, 40, 60, 6, or 61, sorry, 461. And if you do the math here, 1, 5, 6, and 461. So this would represent the addition. And this is good practice if you want to do this, especially for middle schoolers. You could do this. For high school, you would get a little bit harder. Unfortunately, we don't have anything on the multiplication or division at the time, just because when the Spaniards came over, they destroyed all the libraries. So thank you for this lesson. And if you have any questions, you'd be more than glad to email Dr. Ruiz, Elsa Ruiz at UTSA, elsa.ruiz@utsa.edu.